Hey everybody, today we're going to show you how to complete the side quest Home is Where the Hearth Is here in Dragon's Dogma 2, so let's jump into it. So to start this side quest, you actually need to complete the other side quest, Redvent of Calamity, first. So if you haven't already done so, I've got a guide for that one on the channel. You can knock that one out really quickly. And once that quest is done, you will find that when you try to return to Melve, it's going to be guarded and you're not going to be able to get in unless you bribe the soldier and give him 5,000 gold, or if you sneak your way in. Now, if you didn't already know this, instead of giving the soldier 5,000 gold every time you want to go inside, if you work your way to the right side, there's going to be a soldier sitting down. You can go right behind them and then climb over the wall. The only downside about this is I did notice that my pawns don't follow me, so you kind of are on your own, unless you guys are fortunate enough to get your pawns to go in with you. But once you make your way in, you want to go find Ulrika's house. So we're just going to work our way to the back of the town, and we're going to go inside of Ulrika's house. It's marked on the map if you get lost and don't know where to go. Now, when you go inside of Ulrika's house, you're going to find Lennart. We're going to speak with Lennart, and he's going to give us a bunch of dialogue and talk about how he wants to take the town back over, but he doesn't have enough weapons. And that's where we're going to move into the next part of the quest, which is to go get Lennart 4 different swords. Now, fortunately, we only need 4 swords. It doesn't matter what kind or how we get them. I recommend going to a shop and buying 4. I actually made my way back down to Vernworth and went to Roderick's smithy, and I ended up buying 4 iron swords. They're about 1,500 gold each, and keep in mind, carrying 4 iron swords will start to weigh you down depending on how much stuff is in your inventory, so just be wary of that. But once you're able to get those 4 swords, then you then want to make the trip all the way back up to Melve. We're going to go back inside Ulrika's house. You can use the same spot where you jumped over the wall to get back in. We're going to go speak to Lennart. Now, this time when we speak to Lennart, we'll be able to give him the 4 swords that we just bought. Again, you can find these anywhere on the map. You don't have to buy them. You just need 4 swords. We're going to give Lennart the 4 swords, and once we do, that will trigger the next part of the quest, which is to go outside, and we're going to battle to save the town. Now, there's a decent amount of soldiers out there, and I figured I would have to actually defeat every single one of them. However, I did notice pretty quickly that I only fought for about 30 to 45 seconds, and after doing so, the soldiers then announced they're going to retreat, and they all run away because they're scared and they think they need backup or whatever. But eventually, they will leave the town. Just try not to die in that first 45 seconds. And once you manage to get them to run away, you will then cue some more dialogue with Lennart. Now, Lennart is going to ask you to go inform Ulrika about what has happened in Melve, and Ulrika is going to be located in the village of Hearth. Now, the problem here is that we actually need to pass a couple days. So what I would recommend doing is going to an inn or going to a campsite and passing 2 or 3 days time. I don't know the exact amount of time. I believe I only passed 2 days. And when you make it to Hearth, you should find Ulrika standing on the dock out by the water. Now, if you do not find her, there is a solution, or at least for most people, I think this should help you. If you don't see her standing out there, either A, you didn't wait enough time, which is probably not the case, or B, you haven't completed the side quest that's called Trouble on the Cape. That is a side quest that takes place here in Hearth Village, and it involves Ulrika in that quest. So if you can complete that and Ulrika's done with that little quest, she then will most likely pop out on the dock for you. That is the problem that I had, and I've seen a lot of people on Reddit say that is the problem that they had as well. So if she's not on the dock when you make it to Hearth, just go make sure that you've completed that side quest and then come back. You can pass a little bit more time. One thing that's also nice about Hearth is there are benches. There's one directly behind the dock that you can sit on. So you can just sit on that bench and pass time and see if that ends up working for you. But once you find Ulrika on the dock, just speak with her. She's going to give you a little bit of dialogue, and then she's going to tell you to come back at night. Now, like I said, there is a bench that is located right at the front of the dock in between the 2 buildings. You can go sit down on that bench and pass time until it's night. I think I had to pass time twice until it was eventually dark outside. So just sit down on the bench, pass time. Once it's dark, you can get up, just return to the dock. Ulrika will still be on the dock, and you can speak with her again, and that will cue a cutscene. After that cutscene, the quest will be complete. But this is how to complete Home is Where the Hearth Is. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.